I watched another episode of the original Ducktales. It's still fun. The episodes are very episodic. They're standalone. But the first two episodes are treated like one episode. The first part was a setup, and now we really get to see the treasure hunting begin. We get to meet Scrooge's archenemy Glomgold. They're competing to see who makes the most money, who gets the most gold, even though they're probably the two richest ducks in the world. I think Scrooge was described as a zillionaire. I think in the remake he's described as a trillionaire, but I think a zillion is a lot more money. So Scrooge lost some of his assets in the recession, I guess. But you get to see Huey, Dewey, and Louie really act like Boy Scouts and figure out this code. They have the information, so that's how they convince Scrooge to take them along, which is fun. They're great. Going off, I mentioned there are similarities to Gravity Falls, and yeah, they're here too, because they're using books to help figure stuff out. There are codes that they're figuring out, which, a lot of fun. This made me feel like a Boy Scout watching it. Obviously, not a Boy Scout, never will be for obvious reasons. But it feels similar to what a Boy Scout would do. I think they call it junior woodchucks. And they're building, and they're traveling, and they're camping in horrible conditions. They have to be prepared. I wonder if anyone on the creative team was a Boy Scout growing up. I'd like to know that. Anyways, it's really, really fun, because you see, Scrooge does seem to be the better of the two between him and Glomgold. Scrooge is described as a money magnet. He finds the gold, but then it's taken from him. But Glomgold and I can't, honestly, it's late, I can't remember the name of the archenemy, the guy who's after the gold. And they turn on each other in their moment of greed. And, oh, he makes a bet earlier, Scrooge and Glomgold. Oh, whoever makes more money in 2 weeks has to eat Glomgold's hat. Ultimately, it looks like Glomgold is stolen a whole ship full of gold and tosses one doubloon over to Scrooge. When the two guys turn on each other, the ship sinks, and they lose all the gold, so Scrooge ultimately wins the bet with the one gold doubloon. So Glomgold eats his hat. Great twist. Well, I could watch those two for a long time. They're so funny, work off each other very well. Glomgold never really seems like that much of a threat. Scrooge does seem to be the better of the two, but I still enjoy the competition. There are real stakes. And it's fun to watch Huey, Dewey, and Louie get creative with the gold. They had the gold sails, and they used the gold to make a helmet. Wonderful creativity. I still don't know if I should watch more. I feel like maybe I should watch a few more episodes here and there just so I can learn about some of the side characters before I check out the reboot. I'm fascinated by Disney's duck trend in the 90s still. I might watch some of the lesser known or less admired shows as well. I do remember Quack Pack, believe it or not. I did watch that one growing up, but kind of like DuckTales only in passing. Fun show. Actually, you know what's weird? Oh, there was a scene where they're flying to South America, and the pilot, it's revealed to be a robot pilot, who's the autopilot flying the plane, and tries to take him the wrong way. I was wondering, why did they could have had Launchpad in there. Just a possibility. I know he was in Darkwing Duck. I don't think they introduced him in this show yet. I know Launchpad's in quite a few shows. They haven't introduced him here yet, but I'm so used to seeing him. It's like, oh, he's the bridge between all these different shows. Creative as hell. I like it. Have I earned my DuckTales badge yet?